Hey, Thanksgiving's over. Full, very full. What a good trio of games we've had Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a real happy Thanksgiving. Ate a lot, watched a lot of football, and had as much fun as I did. It was a real relaxing, great holiday, and it's always the best time of the year between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I hope everybody had a really good holiday, and I wish everybody the best going into our season. Um, Now. Week 12, we're here. We're here. Week 12, we're in the home stretch. 12, 13, 14 is the end of fantasy, and we're in the home stretch of the playoff races for real football, which is awesome. So we're in the final month and a half, which is my favorite time of year. The football season, Bill Belichick says it all the time, doesn't get going until Thanksgiving. So we're here. We are here. And tell you the truth, I said the other day that I thought the Thanksgiving Day games were the best Thanksgiving games that I've seen in many years. And I think this Sunday is part of the worst slate I've ever seen. This is a really bad slate of games. It's like the somebody's got to win bowl. Really shit games, bad teams. So I'm going to go down the roster real quick. I'm going to give you my three. I'm going to give you my three first. And then you guys leave your picks in the comments. This is the fifth week. We got 12 picks in. This is week 5 of the Pick'em contest. Leave your three in the box. I got to tally the stats. Been lazy for the holiday. I'll tally them Tuesday. I read them off last week after 9. So now we got 12. We're going to be on 15. This is round 5. So here we go. I happen to I like Jacksonville plus the 3.5 against Baltimore. I like the Raiders plus 3.5 against Seattle, and I like Green Bay plus 6.5 against Philly. I kind of feel like Trevor Lawrence and these guys are coming on. They're getting better and better. And Baltimore keeps playing these terrible, ugly games, and they're winning, but so you don't really remember how much they're hurting as a team. I kind of like Jacksonville to win this game. They're at home. Baltimore struggling. Trevor Lawrence and Jacksonville probably have a better passing game than Baltimore does right now. Right now, I like Jacksonville taking care of business plus the 3.5 at home. Also, now the Raiders have lost 5 games on the last possession this year. They're tougher than you think. That's why the line's only 3.5. Seattle with the 12th man, they're minus 3.5 at home. Seattle's been overachieving. The Raiders have been getting bad breaks. Everybody feels like Seattle should win. However, I feel like with the big win last week in overtime against Denver for Las Vegas, I feel like they're going to come on strong again. They're starting to get their groove a little bit more. Derek Carr is going to actually play a great game and maybe outplay Geno Smith tomorrow a little bit. And I like the Raiders to upset the Seahawks. Then for the night game, Green Bay Packers, you know, I'm not a big fan of laying a lot of points. Sunday, everybody jumped out of the window because we had a couple blowouts, the Minnesota game, the Giants and Detroit. So like everybody got afraid, and you know, just about every week we see one possession games or last minute wins, or these there's a lot of parity. Green Bay 6.5 point dog. I wish it would go to 7. I don't think it would. I'm taking the points there, and I'm just hoping that they could put together a tough game. Philly, they almost lost to the Colts. Everybody's human in the NFL. I don't see any tremendous team. I see teams coming on now and gaining momentum. I don't think we should even, I don't think we should just look at straight records. I think it's got to be momentum. I'd be afraid to play Detroit right now. They don't have a good record, but they're tough. So let me stick on the games here. Those are my three. So Jacksonville plus 3.5, Raiders plus 3.5, Green Bay plus 6.5. Those are my three. Okay, and I'll be in the box of the comments. Now we got Denver at Carolina in the Somebody's Got to Win Bowl. Terrible game. I'll go with Carolina just because I'm a Russell Wilson hater. So I like Carolina in that one plus 1.5. Falcons are at the Redskins. The Redskins have been playing good lately. That game will probably be decided by a field goal, but I'll still take the Redskins laying 3.5 because I think that they're a better team than Atlanta. Pitts, he's been a major disappointment this year. He's out, so I'm not crazy about Atlanta. I can't take them, so I'll go Washington. What else we got? Tampa Bay. Tommy Boy is 3.5 on the road at Cleveland. I'm going to go with Cleveland because Tampa Bay hasn't shown me anything all year. Those little 2-yard passes. It's going to be an ugly game. Cleveland's got a running game. I'll take Cleveland at home plus a 3.5. So if Tampa Bay wins by a field goal, I'll still win. Bengals Tennessee. That's a nice game. That's one of the nice games this week. Joe Burrow coming on, Mixon's out, so we like probably Samaje Perine this week in fantasy. Jamar Chase is probably playing, I think, or has he got 1 week left? We got to check all that. We're going to be doing that on our start sits. This is a good fantasy game. We're going to see what's going. Treylon Burks has been coming on a little bit. Tannehill's, nobody wants to recognize him, but he's a good quarterback, so we'll see what happens with that. I'll take the Bengals in that one. Texans are a 14-point dog at Miami. Give me the Dolphins laying 2 touchdowns. The Jets are hosting the Bears. The Jets are -6.5, and they're using their backup. They decided to bench Zach Wilson. I think that was a terrible thing. So many quarterbacks have looked bad against Andrew Luck. I mean, against Belichick. I've seen Luck. I've seen everybody get baffled by him. When you play against a bad game against New England, and they put you to the bench because everybody's screaming and say, they went really overboard in the media. And I saw a lot of who they pick on. Depends on what you look like. He doesn't look the part. So everybody ganged up on him. I said the Raiders Seahawks. I picked that one. I like Vegas plus a 3.5. Chargers, guys, we got Herbert. We got Palmer. Palmer's the one coming on. Mike Williams is hurt again. Keenan Allen's back. Austin Eckler's a machine. Herbert's great. They're saving bad coaching with their talent. And Arizona, to me, is the only team that worries me more than the Chargers as far as teams that are supposed to be good. I'm worried about it. T-Rich, watch out for that little guy. You might want to go Jimmy G. I like the Chargers -3 on the road at the Cardinals, but these are 2 teams that I don't think are really going anywhere. The Rams, their whole team is out. They're playing the Chiefs. The Rams are +16 right now at the Chiefs. I mean, the Chiefs never cover, but how could you take the Rams? That's a game you don't touch. You don't touch a game like that. All backups. No Cooper Kupp, no Stafford, no nobody. So I would lay the 15.5 here on playing a game, but I wouldn't bet that at all. New Orleans, everybody's been hurt all year. They're +8.5 at the Niners. I'll take the Niners laying the 8.5. You can't bet a team where you don't even know who's on the roster. They got a million injuries too. And then we're back to the Packers. So that's basically all of them. And then we get into the Monday. We don't do the Mondays for the pick'em. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be getting on here tomorrow live early. So by the time I get on, 8, 9 o'clock, and I start talking to the guys, they'll know they're on. And we'll just get everything going in a free-flowing conversation while I'm live. So you know where to find me, and we're going to try it as an experiment. So I'm going to be on here probably 9 o'clock, and I'm going to go for 3-4 hours, and it's just gonna be a whole morning show. But I'm going to, because like a lot of weeks, I usually have these conversations for an hour with my friends, and then I get on, I'm like, hey, make sure you call me. I'll just be on here. So we'll try that, okay? But I'm Neighborhood Picks. I'm Nooch. Neighborhood Picks. Like and subscribe, and we're going to get back to business. Happy Thanksgiving. Leave your picks in the box, and I'll be reading the standings tomorrow night, late night. I'm going to do an update of the standings because I got them all written down. All right? Like and subscribe. Leave your picks in the box. Peace.